Hello there, my friends. Assalamu alaikum. It's very good to be with you. I hope you're doing well. What do you think are the three most commonly used terms for Allah, for God, in the Qur'an? Interestingly, the three most commonly used terms that refer to God, to Allah, are the words Rabb, the word Rahman, and the word Rahim. And I'm going to go into a little bit of detail in those three terms. But before I get there, let me first say that the image of God that any religion offers you is basically related to the core logic of that religion. So the image of God in Judaism is a hard taskmaster, right? Is a strict God, is a unforgiving God in a sense, is a God that is, harsh. And so that is the way that the Jews view Jehovah or Elohim. Is a harsh God. And so that is the Jewish understanding of God. It is justice without compromise. You get what you deserve, and there is no compromise. And we will see that coming out in the culture of Judaism. The ethos of capitalism, in fact. And Yes, I am going to make that connection, is that, the capitalist order is very much an order where there is very little room for forgiveness, very little room for accommodation for those who are weaker than others. And so the capitalist order, in fact, is very closely related to the view of Judaism that you shall get only what you deserve. You shall get only what you deserve. And without taking into account the weakness or the frailty of humanity. But of course, Christianity goes on, and in the New Testament we find the complete abandonment of that unforgiving nature of God. And in Christianity, we find with the coming of Jesus Christ that the idea of God is one who is graceful and forgiving. And in fact, the whole narrative of Christianity is one where God is forgiving. And the core logic of Christianity is that man is by nature errant. Man is by nature corruptible. And society, in fact, is inevitably to be corrupted. And they use the term the fallen world, man in his fallen state. And so Christianity makes that assumption that man by nature will be compromised, will undergo corruption. And so the only hope we really have is the grace of God. And so Christianity cancels or, it abrogates that previous view of God as being a harsh and uncompromising just taskmaster. And introduces God as a forgiving and a kind and a gracious being. And so the whole narrative of Jesus Christ being sacrificed at the cross in order to pay for that broad grace that is to be bestowed on all of humanity, is that really cements that view of Christianity that God is gracious. So here comes Islam, and in Islam, God refers to himself as the Rabb. Now let's just look at these three terms, Rabb, Rahman, and Rahim. The word Rabb, when we refer to God as Rabb, what we mean is, and the word Rabb really means in Arabic, one who sustains, one who nourishes, one who raises, one who defends and shields and protects and assists in the development of. So there's the element of dynamism. You see that God is there to give us the best possible chance of growth, of flourishing. That is the nature of a Rabb. And a Rabb is not very common or disconnected to the word father. However, a father is a biological has biological connotations, and the word Rabb, of course, is somebody who adopts his subject and turns his subject into the best possible, outcome or person. So that is the element of dynamism, is that where God gives us the best chance of flourishing. The second term that the Qur'an uses is the term Rahman, coming from the word Rahima, which means to be kind to be gentle to be nice to be merciful to. And the word Rahman is the superlative, is the greatest form of rahmah. So it is rahimanna. It is where the nun ta'kid is added on, and then you have the derivative from that word rahimanna, which is rahman. And so that word rahman means the ultimate benefactor, the one whose benefaction is there for all, for everyone, the boundaryless benefaction of all people. And so that is the word Rahman. Then the word Rahim means to be kind to on a everyday basis, not just being there for everyone and for all worlds and for the cosmos. So in other words, Rahman being the cosmic benefactor. Rahim means also to be forgiving in the small things. So not only does God give us all our needs, in other words, make a living possible for us, being gracious in the sense of being broadly kind to us, giving us the best chance for success. He also is Rahim in the sense where He will overlook if we falter on that path. He will overlook if we might falter and seek forgiveness. So Rahman means giving you all the wherewithal, the means and the ability to succeed, health, strength, rizq, the world around you, nature, friends, family, a social environment. That is Rahman, creating the best possible chance for you to succeed. But Rahim is the one who will step in and redeem and sort of ameliorate the situation if you should end up not acting perfectly in line with His requirements. So no wonder that the Qur'an says that closest in proximity or in love to you will find those who call themselves Christians, because we have a very strong connection in that sense, where we see God as forgiving, as kind, as all merciful to all. The one exception, of course, is that we don't require the belief that Jesus, that God has to perform the sacrifice in order to give that redemption. We believe that redemption, that kindness, that mercy is without price, without a cost, and we are given that purely grace. You see, if grace has to come at a price, then it is not grace, you see. And so that is the difference between Islam, Judaism, and Christianity, and why the Qur'an refers to God as the Rabb, the one who cares, the one who grows, the one who develops, the one who nurtures. Rahman, the one who is all sustaining, all merciful, and the one who's Rahim, who is just kind at an individual, at a specific level to each of us.